Katie here today and welcome back to the allotment. So last time we did a little bit of clearing, but mostly we planted seeds, and I was kind of hoping this would be like the most amazing seedling update, but as with last year, I think I'm just being a little bit impatient. I've come up and there has seriously been zero action on the seedling front. But what I'm going to do is I have added a few things in, and for the past week I have also had something very exciting in the greenhouse. So I will flip you around and give you a look at that. Let's take a look. So I am in here with my door shut because something very exciting is this. Sue and I last year, actually after the season had passed, managed to pick up 2 big greenhouse heaters for a total of £15. Yes, they were a bit rusty, and yes, we'd have to pay for more fuel and wick, but they were £15 and they work like a dream. The heat coming out of this thing is so great that I've actually even only got one side filled, and I'm half filling it with paraffin every 3 to 4 days because it is burning so efficiently, and it's also keeping things nice and warm in here, which is perfect because obviously we really want our seedlings to stay warm and be happy, which is quite ironic really, seeing as they haven't done anything. Not even the ones up here with the little cloches, but I have to remember it is only the 4th of March today, so I do need to be patient, but I have added a few things. I've just planted, do you remember last year I had tiny picking sunflowers? I didn't really think much of them and only kept 2 or 3 for myself. I gave 7 or 8 to Sue, and she had this little mini hedge of sunflowers which looked amazing, and she was cutting them and picking them. So that is a whole massive tray of them because I would like my own little mini wall of little Dorrits this year. They are an F1 hybrid, so you can't keep the seed, so I did have to buy some more, but as that is almost the only seed I've brought this year, I figured it was okay. So I have planted a whole tray of sunflowers there, and then as you can see we have no action over here at all, but we do have this, which is rather exciting. And this has got extra fleece just to keep them safe. So if I lift it up slightly, being careful of the lamb, as you see, I've got 4 pots in there, and they are actually dahlia or dahlia, depending on how you speak. I just want to tuck it in, make sure it's away. So Sue grew a whole bed of dahlias last year, and she continually picked me bunches, and I loved it. And she had 2 that she didn't want to keep, so she gave them to me. So they're in there. One of them, which ironically is my favourite, which was like a pink and orange ombre, may not survive because I kind of forgot that she had put them somewhere for me and the frost did get to it. But there were a couple of pods that weren't squishy, so I'm really, really hoping it makes it. But I also headed over to Thompson & Morgan, who are currently running a special on dahlias, on the dahlia tubers, and it's 5 for £25. So they are gradually coming in. So 2 of them have arrived. And I picked a whole array that are all pink and orange because to me, they are just stunning. So 2 have arrived. I've potted them up. So what I'm doing is I've put them in the pots with the little tube bits sticking up, and I have watered them and I have covered them with fleece, and they are near the heater to help keep them warm. And Sue suggested that this is what she did last year, that she kept them warm, she kept them clear like this, and then little shoots came up. She's actually, as you will have seen on her allotment tour video, which I can put a link for down in the description below, she actually left hers in ground this winter. She covered them in straw, she's covered them in manure, and then black plastic to them to hopefully overwinter them, which apparently we can do in our area. So we're both trying it. I never usually have much luck with flowers, so I'm keeping all of my fingers crossed. I also really appreciate the response to my last video and opening up Lottie. However, when I went and watched it back after I'd published it, I realised I missed a whole section out where I sat down and spoke to you about the seeds that I've decided to grow this year. So not really much of an update. We've also had a really nice farmer across the road come and say to us that we can have all the horse manure we want that's over there for free. All we have to do is go and barrow it ourselves. So we're super excited. Sue and I are going to grab some of that for the fruit cage and probably a few other places that I missed because I didn't shut down Lottie properly last year. But no movement on the seedlings. But we have added more in, and I'm really excited to see how the dahlia tubers go, and hopefully I can make them live. But it's going to be another experiment. So thank you so much for joining me today. Just a little quick one, and do keep an eye out because Sue and I are starting a new cooking series on YouTube, which will be sort of seasonal but also some budget ideas as well. And then when it comes time for us harvesting our produce from the allotment later in the year, we will of course be showing you different recipes and different ways you can eat it, preserve it and save it through the winter months. Thanks so much again for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.